Leo, what have you become, my dearest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. I got those lyrics for you from, Johnny, I believe it was Johnny Cash. 9 Inch Nails mainly is predominantly the version that I heard. I think 9 Inch Nails, the lead singer, actually wrote it. Welcome to your January timeless reading, Leo. I've been diving into your energy here. The way that I do things is I just channel for each sign and we pull some cards. We have some talks. We sit down together. We get really cozy here. We talk about some real stuff, right? Real meets real is what I heard. And it has gotten real for you, you know, wherever you have Leo in your chart, whatever you're watching for. And of course, cross watchers, you're welcome here. Leo, Mars retrograde. It's been the hype amongst other things that we will dive into, but I wanted to predominantly focus on that, and that those lyrics came through like right when I asked. It was a lot of 9 Inch Nails. I got the song Only as well by 9 Inch Nails. Maybe some of you are fans. Maybe some of you don't know what band that is, right? Who they are. Again, it's in the lyrics, and all the better if you like the song. And I will link those songs below. What have I become, my sweetest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. And then I got again the song Only, and the lyrics from that is, I'm becoming less defined as days go by. Fading away, well, you might say I'm losing focus in terms of how I see myself. And Mars is a very action-oriented planet. When it goes retrograde, any retrograde, it's like a hype man. I'm seeing it as like hype man, hype woman. Aquarius got the similar message, so you might have Aquarius in your chart or dealing with an Aquarius. But it hypes you up, okay? Because the energy is... it's heightened. It's I'm hearing eradicated. You know, Mars retrogrades and Mercury, I feel like, can feel the most predominant in our waking life because they're internal planets. When we're looking at the solar system, the farther away the planets are from Earth, the more that it becomes a subconscious feeling. It doesn't mean that it's not reenacted in the daily life with any of the planets, any time, place, timeline. We can feel these energies shift, especially with birth chart analysis. And just know that I do offer detailed birth chart readings where we can look at all these transits, what's happening now, the evolution of your chart, right? Again, you can find all those links below my Etsy shop. I do have that 2025 yearly forecast as well. Okay. It has been turning out to be such a profound shift for all my clients and myself. I gave myself one about a month and a half ago, and I was like, okay, I got to do this. Because originally I was just going to do like general readings for 2025 here, but I was like, no. We need to go deeper. I need to go deeper. That's just the way I do things. And I do believe that astrology and tarot go hand in hand. So if you are interested, check out my Etsy. And for those that want to sign up for my monthly newsletter, it's not a spam thing. It's just a way for you to understand when I have in-person events, online events, discounts, astrological updates for my newsletter subscribers only. So it's more personal, and I will not spam you because I hate that, okay? I understand that businesses have to market, but that's not the way that I roll. You will get a monthly newsletter, and that's that, short and sweet, with just some kind of condensed information, so you don't have to go looking for it everywhere. It's good for people that don't really use Instagram or don't follow me on Instagram. So yeah, you can find that link below as well, and you get 20% off as a newsletter attendee, automatically sent to you to use. Okay, so we have shifted. Okay, January 6th, Mars in Cancer. So this is where I got what have I become? Because now it's highlighting your second house of I have, Taurus, the Hierophant. So this is about What have you gained? What have you learned from Mars retrograde? Okay. What space have you occupied, or lack of space, lack thereof is what I heard. The void, Pisces. We have a ton of Pisces amongst Capricorn season. We have a trine, okay? We have many planets shifting and turning always. And again, when you find this reading, it will resonate, of course. The changing of the tides. We have Venus in Pisces, a North Node going into Pisces, South Node in Virgo. I do have a little excerpt. It's like a quick 8-minute video talking about the 9-year. You can find that link below as well. And I have a 2025 pick a pile past and future love prediction reading as well. So check that out. The North Node in Pisces on January 11th, okay? Also, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Do you see a theme here? We're swimming in a fishbowl year after year, okay? So what have you become? And have you been kind to yourself? What kinds of friends have been occupying your space, or lack thereof, at this time? All of you are experiencing different scenarios. This is a general reading, right? So there's a lot around opposites, oppositions. If you don't know what that is in a chart, it's you literally on the wheel, you have your opposites. Opposites attract to some extent. I believe your opposite, which for you, Leo, is Aquarius. Okay, we've been talking about this with Pluto and Aquarius. If you're new to my channel, you can find a plethora of readings here on my channel where I've been talking about this great wave. And with that being said, on top of Mars retrograde, I feel like it is a time of re-examining what you've become and the company you keep at that, and how you see yourself. Right now that we have this Cancerian quality, it's about nurturing. It's about befriending yourself, right? Especially the 9-year, it's the Hermit year. It's all about this deep inner work to reclaim the power, the story that was there all along. And Mars retrograde should be teaching you that. Again, it's not about taking away your power. It's just being able to showcase your power in a new way, where you don't have to overexert yourself. You don't have to be cocky or boastful or arrogant. And that can be a struggle with Mars retrograde, because again, the energy of the planet is intensified. Mars as itself is already intense. It's Aries energy, Scorpio, okay? So there is a lot of volatility naturally. And I want you to tend to yourself. Now that it's gone to Cancer till February 23rd, we will have a time to really kind of dim the lights down low. Okay, especially with Pisces. Okay, we have to kind of subdue. I also heard coagulate. So, you know, when we have a wound, we don't want to agitate that wound, because Mars in Cancer is it's masculine meets feminine, so it can be very opposing. That's where I was kind of getting this opposing energy. So we don't want to pick at the wound. We don't want to like itch it, you know. That mother would be like, don't touch it, you know. The blood will coagulate and it will naturally heal itself. When I think of Mars in Cancer, I think of like salve, ointment, like applying like a soft cream, you know, tending to your wounds in an appropriate way. This is not being like picking, prodding, poking, like poking the beast, right? Which could very much happen with Mars retrograde naturally, even in Cancer, because Cancer is very protective. Mama bear comes out. So, you know, there is a bit of a subdued effect for you now that it's out of your sign. I hope that it empowered you, and I hope that you have become your best friend, okay? Full moon in Cancer as well is speaking more upon the second house influence, what you have. Congratulate yourself is what I heard. Capricorn energy is 6th house. So this is going to take a level of work, effort, ritual, routine, and health. Okay, 6th house is all about purification. It's Virgo. And Pisces, 8th house. So it is a bit shadowy to face those fears. 8th house is, again, also about reclaiming our power. 8th house is Scorpio. It's all about how we utilize that power. Again, with Mars having that in your sign, how have you utilized that power, and what have you learned about the people, places, and things around you and within you where that power has been overused, excessive? Where have you been excessive, or where have you noticed that others have, and how have you dealt with that situation? Okay. So yeah, that's your channeled messages. Let's get into your reading, Leo. We're going to start with the Death Doula. Again, thank you for being here in this space that we get to create together, and thank you for trusting in me. I take this very seriously, and I also like to have fun with it. So again, free will, right? Use your discernment, your intuition. That's the point of these readings. And watch for your other placements if you want to, or if this message does not resonate with you. Okay, so Leo, my lovely Leos, Leo. Also with birth chart analysis, I do have some YouTube playlists here, the North and South Node playlist. Now that we are switching out of this Aries North Node, Libra South Node, if you haven't watched for your natal North or South Node, I have readings. I have a playlist with all 12 of the axes. Okay, and I also do have a Chiron playlist, which we were feeling into during Sag season. I'm still trucking away at that one. I have Aries through Cancer. You can find all those playlists below, all those links. The love reading as well. These are more self-focused. If love shows up, all the better. But there will be a January love message as well as that Pick a Pile 2025 reading. All right, let's get into it. Leo. Hit that like button if you're still here and you like my style. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Leo. Where are you at? Leo, that's what I heard. Where you at? Leo. What's up, Leo? How you feeling? What do we want to talk about today? Arch Sun. Well, there you are. Sexuality. I love this. Mars again is masculine, so whether you identify as whatever, masculine, feminine, we have innately both qualities within us, and I believe that we pull on them depending on who we're with, our environment, our family, how we were raised, trauma, all that stuff plays into these energies. And I feel personally, this is my opinion, that as we evolve, as we understand human psychology and spiritual evolution, we learn how to integrate both. We learn when actually we're operating from a masculine or feminine. And with this sun energy, Leo, you are masculine in that way. Mars, again, Leo. There is this shining effect, kind of like when you have a solar return. I feel for you that it's a way of expressing this sexual energy, sexuality. And again, with the art card, it's very sacral here because it's orange. Working on your sacral chakra and your solar, because you can see how it's kind of like this blended effect, the sacral to the solar. So there's this in between. It's right around the belly button. This is a very powerful place. And I'm seeing positioning. So there is something about like, there's the breath of fire. If you don't know what that is, I will link that for you. It is a Kundalini yoga practice. Breath of fire could be very helpful if you have some stagnant energy in your sacral and solar. Breath of fire. It's pretty intense. I've done it a couple times and I was like, whoo, I felt very invigorated. It's kind of like cold plunging, or there was another, kind of like when you do, it's like, I don't know what they call it, but I was talking about this in Aries reading. You might know an Aries, or dealing with an Aries, or have Aries in your chart, where you tense up. It's like reflexing. You tense up all the muscles and then you relax. So those types of releases, especially with Mars retrograde, right? That's around positioning. So like yoga, art. But like I was saying, with this sacral and solar, it's all about creativity. Arts, art can be so many different things, right? The way that we can utilize the power of creation. How are you creating? What are you creating? Music, art, poetry. I'm seeing someone like doing exams. Interesting. I'm seeing like a deadline here. Is there a deadline on some sort of project? Or you feel like time is pressuring you? Maybe Mars retrograde, you felt like you were being pressured with some sort of project endeavor. And the message I'm getting from that is, if this is as an artist to an artist, I can understand where that can be really challenging, because it's not a great place to create You know, I'm thinking of back in the days when I was in college and I did kind of like that pressure to get shit done when there was a paper due. Sometimes I would wait to the last minute and I would get it done, but it kind of builds a neurological kind of pathway where that's the only way that you feel motivated for some of you. So keeping that in check. And also as an artist, for instance, a signed artist, let's use that as an example. Someone who was signed, or photographer that was once just doing it as a hobby and now they have the pressures of an actual corporate job where they're now being told what to do, what to create, how to create it, when to create it, that type of thing. And it can really dampen the parade. It can really shit on the party, you know, like that kind of feeling where you're like, I just want to create and I don't really want to have any sort of constraints around it. Okay, is what I'm feeling. It has to be free flowing. You have to feel it in your solar and your sacral, right, to actually create something beautiful here. And it's all about positioning. So there's something about timing, right? Like I'm seeing like the four corners. So depending on when the wind blows, there could be something about the wind. You could be picking up on something with the wind. Interesting. Paying attention to the wind. Windy days. Might be windy where you are. All right, let's pull some tarot for you. Wind also represents air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you might be dealing with an air sign. I'm strongly sensing Aquarius because that is your 7th house. So something about Pluto and Aquarius especially. All right, let's see here. Some of you might have an Aquarius, Leo, North or South node, or Chiron. Leo, what do we have for Leo? Angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters. My Leo collective. Well, we got to keep that sage going for you. Let me light this up 1 second. Leo, that fire, you got to keep that fire lit. For some of you, even if you're not an artist, it's just like motivation, right? I'm seeing someone that might be procrastinating a bit. You had delays around money, monetizing on something. Oh, another message I'm getting for those, again, this could be in relationship, career, whatever hobby, creative endeavor you are working on, is that if you're only motivated by money, that could also cause blockages around your sacral. Why are you creating? What are you creating? Of course, we want to feel validated. We deserve that. Honorable exchange. One of my dear mentors taught me this. It is important, and the frequency of money, it's something to also look into, your ideas and beliefs around money. How have you felt imprisoned by money? You know, it's just frequency, and it can be really challenging as an artist and an entrepreneur, you know, in this world where we feel that lack story with the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there is some sort of narrative that has been written or that you are rewiring around money. Your beliefs around money. It could have been embedded on a father figure or just a masculine. Yeah, father, emperor. Could have been really frugal or really bad with money. You've had a lot of masculine, or it could be feminine as well, but I'm seeing strong masculine mentors that were very irresponsible with their money. You yourself as well, right? Aries, strong Aries here. Fool in reverse. You have foolish with their money. Time, right? It's all frequency. Time, money, effort, love, abundance. I'm getting like Venusian qualities. So checking out your Venus placement is going to help you understand more of what you value and how you can create money and abundance in your life. All right, Leo, let's do this. What do we have for Leo? Angels, guides, ascended masters, Leo. The Hermit. Well, it's a 9-year. Welcome to the 9-year. You're sitting in it pretty, huh? You're like, yes, I'm going deep. The moon. Okay. Virgo moon. Could be of significance, especially next to the King of Coins. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Strong Virgo Pisces. Interestingly enough, we have the Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. So, yeah, watch that reading. I did it on the new moon in Capricorn on December 30th. It's, again, link below. It's the first link. There is subconscious fears around something that you value. Again, Cancer is going to be transiting your second house, okay? So this is what you have. This is emotional and physical security, resources. With second house, people that have strong emphasis of this, whether it's a transit or in your natal chart, Taurus energy, Venus, there's a balance, just like any sign, any house. There's always the pros and the cons. And again, there's finding the equilibrium, much like the masculine, feminine. So there are fears here. The moon. There's also just unknown, uncertainty around stability. Knight of Cups, Five of Cups. I'm like sweet serenade. There could have been some sort of loss. Five of Cups. I'm seeing Scorpio here now. But that's ending. It really is all in your head. I'm getting the G Jones song. It's all in your head. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's also just belief I'm getting strongly. And again, I'm talking about you because this is self-focused. The love rating is below, but this could be someone else around you as well. Prioritizing all the wrong things, or again, just kind of recalibrating, Judgment in reverse, recalibrating how you talk to yourself. Beautiful. Nine of Coins. I like that. There we go. So there's a recalibration that's happening here for you, Leo. Finite. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Can you tell that I was born in the 80s? Does that age me, Leo? Finally, you came around. So there could be something that's finally full circle with the moon. You've had to dive deep here, Hermit, or this could be predictive as well. Again, this is a Hermit year. We're all going to be going deeper than we thought we ever could. You know, even if we've done a lot of work, even if we have worked on our shadow, even if we have, you know, met a counterpart, we feel like we are in our creative flow. There's always more. We're forever students, and that's what the Hermit is teaching us. There's a story within all of us that is waiting to be told. And there is this reenactment of that. So I'm also getting with the original oracle messages is that through your art, through your creativity, the way you express yourself, Leo, you can rewrite a story. Knight of Cups, because Knight of Cups is very poetic. It is my musician, you know, knight in shining armor, and I'm someone that's just very romantic, okay? Especially with the Five of Cups. It's like using that grief of the Five of Cups to create something. Knight of Cups. Turn it around, rewrite that story, the Hermit, the moon. And again, it's all in your head. So this could be something that you're affirming to yourself so that you can step more into this truth. Misperceived judgments, you know, really being hard on yourself with the Judgment in reverse. And now it's like, I need to start telling myself more positive thoughts because I could spiral really easily. And again, use that. Again, the fuel of Mars retrograde, it has been in your sign. Use that fuel of Mars, whatever you've gained from it being in your sign, to move you forward the world, to light you up in a new way, and to become more self-sufficient too. You know, that song, finally you came around. So like waiting on someone else to come around. You know, it's great if someone is there to support you. We all want to belong, but we also, with the Nine of Pentacles, want to remember that it all starts with self. 9, Hermit, 9 of Pentacles, okay? Virgo energy, strong Virgo for you. You might have Virgo in your chart, or you might want to go watch their reading. Let's get some more cards for you, Leo. Oh, there we go. Have faith. Surrender. They were both in reverse, so that's the thing. There was that Eight of Swords that was potentially blocking you, or again, it could have been people around you that were just negative. Again, Mars retrograde can really kind of make people feel a bit like impulsive, like Spitfire. And this Pisces, Venus and Pisces especially, conjunct Saturn, okay, in January. It's lessons in love. Surrender, flow, the void. I saw the void for you as well in your channel guidance of like what spaces have you been occupying or lack of space. It could be also like feeling like you just want to take some time alone. 9 of Pentacles, Hermit. to regain this confidence, to have more faith. The faith card was very strong for the full moon in Gemini reading, which you can also find on my channel if you haven't watched it. Faith is going to be monumental this year and beyond, of course. Gotta have faith, Limp Bizkit. It's time to take action, Aries. Yeah, I got strong Aries for you in Virgo. A waxing crescent, which we just had a couple days ago here as I'm recording this. And surrender to the divine, the full moon. Yeah, it's Cancer. Surrender to any sort of financial stuff that's going on for you, especially. You do have to take action and release that negativity, work through your fears. Yeah, Scorpio season, I feel like especially, or if you have Scorpio in your chart dealing with a Scorpio, there could have been some heavy like karma there. Having to work through some fears, especially around what you have. Okay, let's pull from the Astro deck to see what signs you're dealing with. Okay, these could be parts of your chart or your love interest, people around you. I lean more towards intimate in my love readings, but all the better if you know intuitively that it's someone else that I'm picking up on, past, present, or future. We're gonna take this over to the love reading after I pull some of these Astro cards for you, Leo, okay? And you can find that link below. All right, Leo. If you want to go deeper, you know where to find me on Etsy. And again, those yearly forecasts are very insightful. We break down month by month. We go over your birthday transits. We talk about eclipses, retrogrades, important transits, house systems. We go deep. And you get a 2-question tarot spread. All right, Leo, my lovely Leos. Listen to your heart, Leo. Rewrite that story. Maybe there's a Virgo that can assist you as well. Virgo, I'm saying Virgo because I'm feeling Virgo so strongly for you. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That was that wind that I was feeling. You are the wind beneath my feet. Someone could be helping you out. There could be someone kind of coming in. But I'm getting reminded of the Savior complex, Knight of Cups. Be careful of that. But also just the positives of that. There are people around you that do care about you, Leo. If you are struggling, just know that it's okay to ask for help as well. Okay? You don't have to do this alone. But you also don't have to like be codependent on anyone either. There's a balance. There's a lot of balance for you. We talked about the masculine, feminine, you know. The winds of change. You're kind of surrendering to the divine, it seems right now. Let the winds of change take you where you need to go, and trust that whatever rejection is God's protection, as they say, and all that is due to you will be rewarded. Taurus, yeah. Second house for you. We have 2-2. 25 breaks down to a 7. Some of you could be born on the 25th of the 2nd. Also month-wise, I'm seeing May. We have February. We have June. Strong Gemini, Taurus cusper here, end of May. And we also have, Libra, October. Those are months that could be strongly significant, impacting you in love. What other signs is Leo dealing with in love? What other signs is Leo dealing with in love? Leo in love. Leo in love. Aries. Yes, strong Aries. And water. It was in reverse, so there's a lack of emotion here. All work, no play. Again, superficial in love. Because Taurus, again, can talk about what we have, our possessions. Again, like possessiveness even, or codependency is a theme here maybe. We'll feel more into this because Aries is the opposite of that. You know, and that's what the Aries North Node this past year and a half has been teaching us, is about interdependence in relationships, autonomy, individuality, being a free thinker, and understanding that the South Node in Libra has taught us, again, how to balance that more. Okay, and let those waterworks in at times, being more emotionally vulnerable, but also knowing when to assert your boundaries and to insert your independence, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Mars and Mercury here. Mercury and Mars retrograde, there was definitely some big influence with this love dynamic we're going to dive into. So If you want to join me there for the love reading, you can find that link below and all those other helpful links. If this is where we part, Leo, take care of yourself. Bye for now.